Hi, you're watching my 6-string journey. I'm Cypher, and on this channel I'm documenting my journey learning to play the electric guitar. Today I'm going to be looking at lesson 26, which I did on the 19th of August 2020. We're on day 400 and around about 116 hours of practice. The storm has blown through, Francis has blown through. It was really windy yesterday, and anybody that watched my frustration video would have heard the wind howling and the trees were bending over and plant pots were moving, and it was a nightmare. Today it's a lot calmer. I am still down in the conservatory because I'm doing this over a lunch break and my daughter is using my workroom still, so we're down here. But hopefully the clouds won't be racing by and the shadows playing havoc with the video which I had yesterday. But anyway, that's where we are at. The frustrations of yesterday have passed. Yesterday evening's practice session without the camera on went a lot better. And what you just heard was me practicing Everybody Hurts in the way that I have been practicing it over the last few weeks. Basically with the lights off and very often last thing at night, so pitch black. Today obviously the sun is up, it's bright, so I'll be playing today with my eyes closed more, but also following along. Now those of you that are following will have noticed that the practice hours are down a little bit. We had the builders in last week and all of the windows in the house got replaced. That is the last of the decorating and the house improvements for this year. So that did put the mockers on me practicing for the best part of a week. The guitar went away, and I'm glad to say that when I got the guitar out, the backwards progress wasn't quite as bad as I had hoped. Obviously I hadn't made any progress, but I hadn't really stepped back too far. So I was quite pleased with that, and I managed to get back into it quite well. So anyway, the lesson 26, we started off by reviewing playing REM without looking at the strings. That is still something that I am going to continue to work with. But Michael has hit me with the additional parts of Everybody Hurts to finish off that song. And I will post the music and tabs to my Patreon page as usual. So those of you that are following along, you'll be able to pull that down. And we'll just have a look at those extra few bars in a few moments. We also reviewed the pentatonic scale, which I'm continuing to work on, and it's not going too badly. So my little finger is still a little bit lazy, and the other thing I want to do is, as I'm finishing up, I want to get a little bit of a vibrato on it as well. So let's just try that. Easy on the top. I can manage to pull that string down. I'm finding with my lazy, weak little finger, you know, whether it's easier to push it up or to bring a couple of fingers in, because when I pull it down I'm actually pulling it off the fret. So that's something I need to look at, but I'm quite enjoying throwing that in now that I'm starting to get a little bit better with the pentatonic scale. And the pentatonic scale is something that I do enjoy practicing because I know that that is going to lead to better things when I start soloing and stuff. So, you know, that's going pretty well, and Michael was pleased with the progress there. He was also very pleased with the progress with the REM and playing with my eyes closed. As you'll have noticed from the video yesterday, it's been a big struggle. But I've been actually very pleased in the way that I've managed to transition from looking at the strings all of the time to then playing, looking at the music and not looking at the strings. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it was. Don't get me wrong, it was hard and I have put a number of hours in, but it is going better. And that's actually stood me in good stead for the 12-bar blues, which we also covered in this lesson. I'm probably going to split this lesson review over 2 videos, one to look at the Everybody Hurts and the other one to look at the 12-bar blues progression that we're moving into. So this exercise of learning to skip the strings has been really beneficial, and I've been very pleased to do that. So the next part of Everybody Hurts, and forgive me, I'm going to be looking at the floor because I've got the music sheet on the floor. But basically what we were doing when we finished up with that final A chord, so we actually need to finish off that bar, that last bar where we're just going 5, 4, 5, I'll get it right in a moment. Let's just bring up the A again. 5, 3, 2, 1. We then need to come up to the 3rd fret on the 1st string, and then the 2nd fret on the 6th string, and then for the next bar we move to the E minor fingering, and we're playing an open 6th string, and then 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. And that's quite interesting, that little rundown. It's very nice when you get it right, but it is something I'm needing to work on. So that goes something along these lines. And then we do another bar of the E minor, getting used to, so that should be fairly straightforward. Switch back to the A, and we want to go with 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Then we repeat that almost 5, 3, 2, 1. Back up to the 3rd fret on the the low E string, the 6th string. Fret 2. Open, and as we're playing that open string, we want to be getting our fingers in place for the E minor so that we can then drop down to the 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. So that little sequence, I'm actually practicing that little sequence on its own, those 2 bars. So we are on the A chord, so that's what I'm trying to do. I'll just take you through that slowly. So we're on the A chord, and we go 5, 3, 2, 1. On the 6th string, 3, 2, open, E minor, and then we're down to 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. So that's a little sequence that I'm practicing at the moment in isolation. Still got a lot of work to do on that. So this lesson was on Wednesday, and I've been practicing that for 2 or 3 days. I didn't do too much over the weekend, and we're now into Wednesday, so pretty much a week further on, and need to be working more, but we are getting there. And then basically once we've done that section, then the last 4 bars is on the E minor, and it just repeats itself. Back to the A, and then with the A for the last bar we're just strumming the A chord just to finish it off. So that's what we're going to be working on. Lots to do. I'm just going to try running through that from start to finish just to close out the video and give you an idea of how I'm getting on with it. I do need to get the speed up. We're looking for 188 beats per minute, I believe. But once I've got that nailed, then hopefully I'll be able to maybe introduce that to a backing track and do a play along. And that would be the ultimate, that would be job done. Okay, so let's just see what that is like. Moved my fingers a little bit too soon, but given that I've been practicing that for probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours now, I'm relatively pleased with the way that that is coming along. I should have done a video of me when I first started to practice that after the lesson. It was woeful, but definitely getting there now, so a lot happy with that. Certainly the frustration from yesterday is pushed to one side. And it's surprising how a good practice session following a grotty one, which is often the way that it works, can really lift the motivation and lift your spirits, and it puts you in a better mood. And when it comes right, playing the guitar is just wonderful. And I'm really looking forward to the days when I can just improvise and just play. But for the moment, yeah, I'm a lot happier today than I was yesterday. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. This is, as I said, part 1 of a 2-part video for lesson 26. In the next one, we are going to be looking at the 12-bar blues progressions. That I'm really rusty on. There are some new techniques with bar chords in there. So I'm just going to cover that off on a much slower video. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video coming very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.